Okay, today, as promised, I had a snow day, so I will be posting a little bit of my poetry. Yay, go poetry! I must warn you, I am a dark writer. My mom calls it shock poetry most of the time, but I will not go on anything too dark, which is normally what I do, but I won't go anything too dark at this point in time. I'll probably get into darker stuff after I get a few more viewers to put myself out there, but don't call me a pity party, please, because I am very sensitive about showing my poetry. This is just something really deep and personal to me. This is how I get my feelings out, so I don't go and, I don't know, be homicidal. No, that's not the correct term for it. I think the correct term for it would be not a pity party in person. I'm always really bubbly, always trying to be in a really good mood and everything at school. So when my feelings get injured, I write. And this has been just a major helping with me coping with everything. So I'm only reading one poem today because I want to give some explanation behind it after I read it. So bear with me. Still haven't figured out editing. So yeah. This title of this poem is called Charles. Looking back at the past before you passed, I remember so little, I thought you were fit as a fiddle. I can't remember your smile, I haven't seen it in a while. But if only I could hear your voice, oh how I would rejoice. Now I sit here, years later, shedding tear after tear, and my only fear is to forget you, and our memories, how few. So this one was about one of my cousins. He passed away when I was 5, which is around 12 years ago. Around 12 years ago. And he was my best friend when I was little, and I lived in Illinois. He was really close to me, and I was really close to him. I remember he was sick, though. He had cancer and passed away when I was young. It was my first real experience with death, and I hated it. Seriously, feel like I cried for forever. But I remember him in good memories. I mean, he's the reason I drink Hugs. They're the barrel juices that kids love. I love them still. I still drink them. I feel like a little kid when I do. And it helps me remember him. He was also a band geek like I am. He's actually the reason I joined band. He was a trumpet player, which, by the way, he's one of the few trumpets I liked. Things you should know about band geeks is we are very sectional. We have our sections and we stick to them, apparently. Flutes hang out with flutes or other woodwinds, drummers hang out with drummers and color guard, and brass just hangs out with brass. But I'm a woodwind and a brass, so that means I'm both. I get to hang out with both, which is really fun. But what's odd about that is I'm friends with a lot of other people in band that aren't from my section. I'm friends with mostly drummers. I'm way off subject, aren't I? Back on track about my poem. I wrote it at a 7-year anniversary of his death. I got sent a picture of him and I didn't recognize him. And I felt terrible for it. Completely bad. So I decided I was going to put my feelings on paper and I wrote something. And this is just what kind of came out. And I think it came out pretty good considering I don't normally rhyme. My poems, I try not to rhyme my poems sometimes because I like limericks. Limerick is the correct term. I'm not that good with English. I love writing, but I'm terrible at English. Oh gosh, I'm writing. Anyway, I think that's about it for today. Thank you all for coming back and watching if you are coming back and watching. If not, oh well. It's only my second video number 2, and I might just put pictures afterwards of things that I find funny or cute, like my pet turtle, who you will probably be seeing here in the next few months because he will be coming out of hibernation. He's like my best friend ever. Okay, I'm a turtle lover. Oh, as you can see, I have Jaws t-shirt. Jaws is the best. I love it. If you haven't read the book, then I advise you read the book, because the book is very descriptive and very cool. I mean, literally, when he wrote about the chick being eaten, legs first, I seriously thought my leg was being eaten. It was that descriptive. It's almost like you felt it. I'm sorry, I'm getting off subject. We'll talk about books on maybe tomorrow. If I have school, then probably not tomorrow and sometime this weekend. If I'm off of school and I'm bored to death, I will probably make another video. So until then, stay strong and peace out, my peoples.